Hello, people, on where you are. I'm here with that man. It's Richard, or Rich, or Le Riche, as we say in Hungary. From H&K. It's not Hughes and Kettner, or Hughes. It's Hughes and Kettner. That's how you say that. And they have a brand new coffee stand. They put some blue lights on it because it's Hughes and Kettner, and made it a little bit bigger and heavier so that you really can't tip it over. But it is perfectly designed for up to 6 to 7 coffees. So instead of a cup holder, you put that in your car, 6 to 7 coffees, totally safe. Not water or anything, not champagne, it's purely coffee. It's a beautiful design. Tell us more about it and how it came to be.
Well, it's years in development now. We've often thought that guitar players who use our amps need somewhere to store their beverages. You know, I mean, it's fine if you've got a little water bottle which is down on the floor or whatever for on stage, but this is within easy reach. Within a split second, Henning was able to go from guitar neck to coffee mug, and he can go back again in a split second. And that's the practicalities that we call it usability.
And here's the woo. I don't know what I want to say. Woo, that's not a word. Here's the wonderful thing about Rich and Hughes and Kettner people. He had no freaking idea what I was going to do, that I was going to say that it's a coffee thingy, and he immediately went for it professionally as if we had planned that. Because he's a silly mofo, as they say.
It's not true.
So, I drove all the way out here to Sankt Wendel, brought 1 billion cameras and things, to do the new product, to then see that it's product that I already know and own and have demoed. So let me ask you, what the fuck? This is the Black Spirit 200. What's the deal? I've already done the video.
You have indeed already demoed the amp. And those of you watching at home will remember the video that you shot in our warehouse in the back last summer with the nice little stickers and the merch stand behind. It was a good video. You did all right, but we thought...
You want a better one.
We want a better one, so we've created a new amp or a new version.
Just so that you can get a better video from me.
Just to get you back, yeah. Effectively, yeah.
Wow. I call le bullshit on that one. So you have a combo now.
We do, yes. For those of you who might not know, there was a Black Spirit 200 head, which pairs perfectly with our TM 2x12 cab, which you've also used in the demo.
And I'm sorry to interrupt, but as a courtesy to you, as a friend, I will refrain from making any head jokes.
Thank you.
No more head jokes whatsoever.
We had enough of those last night,
to be honest. You will get no head from me. Okay, that was the last one, okay? Continue.
Yes, and so now we've made a combo, because many of you were asking for it. You weren't, but...
I really wasn't.
Many other people were, and we've decided to finally come out and do it, because we did do a Tubemeister 18 and 36 combo in the original Tubemeister range. Have you tried those ones?
Nah.
No? We might try those at a later date. We might not. But now we've come out with the Black Spirit 200 in compact combo form.
It is rather small.
Yes.
She never says. The first thing, they kind of showed this to me at the Musikmesse behind closed doors, and the first thing I wanted to see is how heavy is it? Because the amazing thing about the Black Spirit 200 is that it weighs literally nothing. It weighs actually minus kilograms. Like, it can pull you up if you want to. Yeah. That thing is not that. Because physics. Right?
And wood. If you've got wood, you've got weight.
Carry on. Yes, Rich, you're correct. Yeah, you could have made this out of plastic, but then no sound. You could have made it lightweight, but then rattle. It's just physics. You can't beat them. If you want something that sounds heavy and big, you need to make it, well, not big, but heavy. I mean, just, so I can see at the bottom, I think some camera can show that, it's ported. Is that how you say that?
It is indeed ported, yes.
Like bass reflex, they call that for home stereos. It's the hole in the back that you like so much.
Exactly, and the actual format of this cabinet is called Teal Small in German, or Teal Small for you English speakers, and it basically refers to the fact that we've got this bass reflex port down at the bottom there, and in this compact cabinet size, you've got a beautiful kind of massive amount of low end.
There's one very popular cab from a competitor to Hughes and K, called the something brand Thiele. And that cab is very popular because it's very small, but apparently sounds very big. And I think that by itself is what, $699? Something like this. It's ridiculously expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're pretty much getting is that, and you also get an amp on top of it. That's kind of cool.
You do.
And it has like 3 functions or more.
It has 200 functions.
I don't think the 200 stands for the amount of functions it has.
Does it not? Oh.
Are you marketing for Hughes and Kettner, or do you need to have your cheat sheet on you and know how many functions it
I haven't
has?
got a cheat sheet.
What's that thing over there that you moved outside of the camera shot?
It's a shopping list for my lunch.
Ah, okay. So the thing is, how big does it sound? She asked. No. No, really not. I'm going to put my coffee not on it because it might jump off.
Okay.
I'm going to drink my coffee. Wait till I've drunken my coffee.
Can I do some marketing speak while you drink?
Oh yeah, you do your thing.
It's got a UK-made Celestion creamback. And now I need to look at my cheat sheet. This doubles as a shopping list. It's a creamback G1275H speaker.
Say that again in the direction of the mic. This is how this works, by the way. This is where we're talking. Into, by the way, I gotta say this, the Aston Stealth Mic. It's only $399. Looks big and black and phallic, but this is amazing in how it picks us up right now. Of course, you don't know, but I know how amazing it is. So just say, yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
There you go. Thank you, Aston.
Yes. And as I was saying, there is a UK-built creamback, Celestion creamback. Why are the names so catchy? G1275H. A UK-made Celestion G1275H speaker.
What he said.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a good one.
Absolutely.
It's that good speaker that is in it.
We went through a bunch of speakers to try and find the one that would best fit with the amp, and we think we've got it. And you are going to prove it to the people.
By playing shitty.
Yes.
Oh, okay. But the speaker's going to make it sound amazing.
Absolutely.
Well, what you need for this amp, you need a well-rounded speaker. This is not a metal amp. This is not a clean amp. This is not a crunch amp. It's all of it. So if you have Jensen, for example, they sound beautiful for clean sparkle stuff, but try to play, depending on the Jensen, but most of them, like, they're very bright. So beautiful for cleans, but then you play drive on it and it sounds like ass because it's too fizzly. If you have a speaker that's great for the really heavy stuff, really rounded off, well, then it might not be good for clean. So you need something that's super well-rounded for this super well-rounded Black Spirit 200 by Hughes and Kettner, very flexible amp.
You do.
Yeah, and I say that without a cheat sheet. So
You're the pro.
Mayonnaise Hydra Elite 6, no head. I'm gonna go single coil over here in this area, and let me see where we are. It's set to ultra, but it's not because you did something with your iPad and now we're on clean.
Well, I haven't touched the iPad yet. There is an iPad app available.
Because it is iPad control. We have
the foot switch on the floor. The FSM.
Can you say that in French, please?
Le foot switch.
Yes. Thank you. I love how you're completely in my control and you can't get out of it. And you're playing along. I love that.
I'm not playing. I will manipulate you by the end of the video.
Oh,
and I'll be in charge.
Okay.
I'll be wearing that shirt. I won't be wearing the shirt.
Okay, so I can't tell now based on looking at this what is set up because you called up a preset.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And even if I did look at it, I still don't know what fuck's going on because they're black dots with a black knob and they're pretty, but they're not helping. I've asked several times for a Sharpie so I can draw lines on them and they won't give me one. Next time I come to Hughes and Kettner, I'm going to bring a Sharpie in different colors so I can draw this in on the prototype product. I really should do that. So
You really shouldn't.
Yeah, no, I really should. C. Was cranky. Was a little bit of a cranky amp, but someone cranked the gain. And is the boost on? Oh no. Everything's blue, and then when you push it, it's more blue.
Mm-hmm.
So blue means it's off, more blue means it's on.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's good user interface design right there. Don't do this chord because it's got a flat 9 in it. It's pretty horrible. Almost as if I jazz, but I do not. Let's see how good this is for the jazz guy with the one jazz thing I know how to play. Because that sound would be incredible. Not with this guitar,
Nope.
but this could be size-wise a great jazz guy's combo if he ignores about 70% of the features that he has. That it has. You can put your fingers anywhere and it's jazz.
And it's jazz, yeah.
It's awesome. This apparently is supposed to sound good.
It's a question of taste.
7, flat 9, flat 13, and I even know why it doesn't sound good because it's got a flat 13 and a flat 9 in it. But where does it lead, Richard Morgan? Where does the flat 9, flat 13 lead?
You tell me. I have absolutely no idea.
D minor. Because those two half steps want to go there.
Uh-huh.
You get so much in one of these videos, so much. That's a beautiful sound.
Tell me what you think about that sound compared to the clean sound of the head with the 2x12 cabinet.
I've never played the 2x12 cabinet, so...
There is a video of you playing the 2x12 cabinet.
I've played the 2x12 cabinet. Right, that was what was under the head, I remember.
Exactly, yeah. So, well, just give me your first impression on that, having played that. The clean sound on the previous one versus this clean sound.
I don't feel any different.
The same.
I mean, I would have to call something up that happened a year ago.
Yeah.
You're happy I remember my name right now, Henning Pauli. It sounds super big and full, and it has the same kind of sparkle. That's a better speaker than is in the 2x12 cabinet, right?
Vintage 30s in the 2x12.
Yeah, I honestly couldn't tell you. I don't know. It sounds awesome. That's what I want to know. I don't care why, just as it sounds awesome. But of course, clean's easy. It does sound nice and full, but we are right now at a volume that's not gig volume.
No.
Hey David, what are the levels doing over there on the 1 and 2 channel? Channel 1 and 2.
pretty high right now.
What about 5 and 6? The other stereo channel, yeah? How clean does it stay? I mean, the question is it the preamp when I'm pushing it with the guitar harder right now, which I'm doing, or is it the amp kind of breaking up a little bit?
You can keep this amp incredibly clean, I would say. I think this guitar has a lot to do with the fact that it's going into breakup.
Yeah,
I would say so.
this definitely.
Soundman has his head in his hands.
Yeah, you're
right
just getting distortion here, but that's fine. That's metal. It's definitely ultra clean.
And you can introduce a bit of sagging and a bit more gain if you wish to take the clean channel into crunchy territory.
Sag and gain me. Sag again me.
Sag again you. I'll turn the sag all the way off and you just play and I will gradually dial it in and we'll see what you think. That was 0 sag to 100% sag.
Okay, at 0 sag, at 0 sag, zero. Now I can't say it. Ever listen. At 0
sag,
0 sag.
sag.
Stop it!
Sorry.
At 0 sag. I have headroom and I've got clean, and the more you turn it up, the shittier it gets. In a probably for many people desirably shitty way. Where it's like a power amp can't handle it anymore situation.
Exactly.
Whereas this power amp actually can handle it, and so you have to simulate the power amp can't handle it situation. Is that correct?
Yes.
The high end kind of becomes no sparkly anymore, and it introduces not really drive, but a little bit of, let's call it lo-fi maybe. It gets squishier, not quite so dynamic. That's what happens.
Yep.
I would keep that at 0, but that's me. If you want like the thing that an old, blown up, Eddie Van Halen-y Brownie amp does, then that's probably cool.
But sag is not your thing.
Now I want the headroom. I want responsiveness. I don't want to, jump in like jello.
Yeah, because as well as the sound, the sag affects the picking hand, right? The response.
Yeah.
Yep.
If it's super dynamic like it should be now. That's nice and spunky. And then... And I'm fighting to make it spank, but it doesn't. Because now it's squishy.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the amp is blown up, but it doesn't have the volume of a blown up amp, which is le good. So you have that option. Personally, and that's just me personally, the option would be don't do it. But you can if you want to.
Or you can do both and save them as presets.
Hashtag marketing. Yes, good idea. So, but that's all wussy clean stuff. I mean, are we actually demoing this amp? Because we've already done it, right? Yeah, fine. Crunch, something. And no reverb because, oh no, you have to push the FX access. For someone with a lisp, that's brutal. FX access.
Or educational. That's how I see it.
The fixie button. Is the resonance actually at 100%? We don't know.
We don't know, but there's a way to find that out, says Marketing Rich. I'll just turn the effects access off right there. Because of the way that you can save presets on the amp and the other Black Spirit 200, the knobs themselves are not always in the positions that they seem. And what you want to do, if you need to find out where the knob itself is actually set, is keep turning it until the store button lights up. So if we move to the close-up, I'll just twist the resonance knob back, 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 oh, back.
Ah, okay.
There you go. So it was just over 12 o'clock.
Okay, I was thinking we're cheating, because the resonance obviously is a kind of a power amp low-end enhancement knob. And if it was all the way up, then it's like, of course the amp sounds really nice and bassy because we're cranking the shit out of it. But we're not cheating, we're only over 12 o'clock. We could call that 1.
I believe that's how some people do it, yeah.
Yes. Or Le 1 if you're in China. See it? Copyright. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing. Who turned the reverb off?
You.
I'm a bastard. Awesome that we just came from the clean, and I'm trying to make the crunch clean. It's a really beautiful demo right here. What the Genty guys do, that's what I learned from the Brown Man. Let's do... They always do that to create dissonance. Why can't we just play pretty stuff? I'm looking for treble. Looking for treble. How's it? It's a two-finger knob. So what if I wanted more gain on the crunch channel now? Would I have to go to the next channel, Richard? Or would there be maybe a function on the amp that would allow me to have more gain on that channel?
It's funny you should ask, but Black Spirit 200 has a boost control.
Oh, don't say.
Yes. Right here in the corner. It says boost right above it there. You simply press it to make it more blue, and then the boost is on.
And is it the same boost for every channel?
It's funny you should ask that too, but no. We call it an intelligent stomp boost, Henning. And what it basically does is take whatever your settings are and send you to 11, which is the rock and roll number, I believe.
Okay. More mids. I was looking for more mids, and there they are. It's intelligently knowing what I'm imagining.
It's crazy, right?
So if someone said it and they imagined it having less mids, would it do that?
No.
Oh, no. It's not that intelligent. What?
Depending on your settings, it might.
That doesn't make any sense, but okay. What he said, that's
Yeah.
how smart that is. It's almost lead territory. I mean, that's almost screaming lead territory. It's most certainly a slashy kind of lead territory. Playing Gary Moore on a headless mayonnaise with a, I want to say transistor amp, but you're going to hit me. Because apparently that's not what it is.
It's a spirit amp.
Does it have leprechaun jizz in it? Is it powered by magical fairy poop?
I cannot confirm or deny the animal that provided the liquids, but yes.
Still a mystery.
We did do a video telling people a little bit about what it is, which you can see on our YouTube channel.
I haven't seen that. Leprechaun jizz.
Not many
that's
people
what's
have.
inside.
Please watch the video. We had a lot of fun
Please,
making it.
please go to Hughes and Kettner and please watch something we put work into. That's a great sound. I think that's what we can take away from this.
And the last 10 or 15 minutes, we've been only on the Crunch channel. So it's pretty damn versatile, too.
Yeah, it actually is. So lead is
gonna
the
turn the
German word
boost.
for song.
Indeed. I'm turning up the boost.
Yes, do that. Gets denser. Low density. That's just horrible. Why does it sound so horrible when you turn the gain all the way down on the lead?
It's funny, that.
It's weird.
If I turn the sagging up, it might give you some more mojo.
Oh yeah, do that. I'm also somehow out of tune. Yeah, don't do what we just did, because
Turn the
that's
sag off.
pretty bad.
Let's turn the gain up a
Yeah,
bit.
it's a good idea. I have no idea what I'm playing. So some lead stuff. Okay, so I like leads when they're not bitey and scratchy. Some for Le Metal, you need that. I like them creamy, which is where the leprechaun just comes in. But so a little bit less treble. So I'm going to pull that back. So let's see. I have a hunch that the mids is a Hughes and Kettner mid knob, because that's what it says on the amp, which means it's probably more in the 2K range, adding scratchiness, not adding creaminess, which would be 600 to 900 hertz. Let's find out what they did. Kind of both. It does make it rounder, but it also adds more, I'm going to call it scratchiness.
Scratchiness. Explain the term scratchiness.
If you boost it like 2.5, you're adding high mid, and that brings out a little bit of a fingernails on chalkboard kind of a thing, which is great for definition when you're riffing, to bring it out of a mix, to make it very audible. One of the problems of 2.5 or in that area is it's fighting with the vocals a lot because that's where the sibilants are best understood. That's where all the audible parts of vocals come in. So not the best thing to dial in when you actually have a singer. And it doesn't make it singing, it makes it screaming. So you want a screaming solo, you want then do that. If you want you want the violin-y kind of thing, you need lower mids, which is why I don't understand why not every single company does either 2 mid knobs or at least sweepable mids or at least a switch where you can go between the screaming and the singing. Even call it scream and sing, but Hughes and Kettner amps always have the more Marshall-y mid knob. That's where, on Marshalls, that's where the mid knob is. Make it more bitey versus the make it more singy. So how do I make it more singy? Let's find out. I don't know. That makes it more rock and roll than... And that's treble. I can't read. It's not quite 2.5, that's more like... Might be 1. Might be 1K. We should really ask the person that knows this. Does anyone know? Uwe? Anyone? No one knows. But it should be like 600 to 850, something like that, is where it's like, gets warmer.
Should we flick the boost on and see what that does?
Yeah, that's why you so good.
It's intelligent after all.
That does a little, that's good, right? And now we do more gain, of course. Always more is more. And we'll do a little bit of reverb and some of... Who did that? What idiot set that up? Still way too much. You should get professional people to do these videos.
We probably should.
Yeah. Twice. I did it. I played it twice. I could do it.
Congratulations. What was it?
It's something I always fuck up.
Ah.
Some lick I did. I wanted to play that. That's neat. I'll buy that. Give me all the heaviness you have. Come on.
Gonna turn off the boost, turn off the ultra channel. Let's see where we are. Play something.
I can't play it anymore because, copyright. Actually, we're gonna have to go much heavier and much more confusing. I'm gonna take this, and there's nothing he can do about it, because the fucker isn't here.
He's not gonna be happy.
He can suck it if he doesn't like it. So this is tuned in fucked up GAD. It's John Brown messed up E-tuning.
Wait, let me give you the exact preset that John had, because I saved it. So now you should technically sound exactly the same as John Brown.
On a guitar that I don't know how it's even tuned.
Good luck.
What the? does this, that's pretty much gent. Just let's make noise. Do this. Why does it sound good when he does it? I can't even do that. What the crap? But he taught me something. Wait. I still know. Let me try it again. I can jet. No, I can't. And I have to be here instead of here.
Uh-huh.
It's ultra muting. This is palm muting. And this is John Brown muting. Okay, you really have to push the strings on the pickup and then... That's gent.
It's a beautiful sound.
Yeah? Damn it! You gotta count that. That counts.
Mm-hmm. I recognize the first chord.
Okay, this is brutal. Where are the other amps? I'm going to distort for a second because I want to see how much this can work in a band. Excuse me. Okay, fuck the whole review we just did because it's really just the Black Spirit 200, which is good. And we did some nice sounds, which is fine, which just makes sense if you haven't seen the other review. That is what it's about. It's about having a small amp that can work in an actual band environment with a drummer that doesn't know how to hold back because they'll fuck it that don't do that. And we're playing a 7-string, which is probably tuned to drop doom crap really low. Mm-hmm. This is not a B, because that's for wussy people apparently. This is a drop down doom genty 7-string with a pretty tiny amp that is still responding to fast things, and I don't think anyone can play faster than I just did. That's probably the fastest
physically
anyone
impossible,
physically impossible.
Yeah.
Super fast, super low stuff, chuggity chug stuff, and it responded ultra fast, and bottom end was there. That's the sound that you want from a much bigger cab. I'm not going to say a 412. That's the sound you expect from a much bigger cab to give you that impulse and filling the room like that. And that was on half master. So we were on half mast, pretty much. Isn't that a term from
Sailing.
sailing? Yes. I am sailing. I am sailing. That's pretty much what I just played. Well, who is that?
I believe it was Rod Stewart.
Rod Stewart, good stuff. That's what I played. That's the impressive thing, which sadly they can't hear because it was distorting the crap out of every mic in the room.
That's another thing, by the way. Normally we record with the red box, but we couldn't do that with this because we wanted to show how big it sounded in the room.
Also, it has a red box
Also that.
with how many different cabs?
8.
Red box, 8 different cabs. Chicken XLR, go have fun with it. It has a second speaker out for a second speaker.
Indeed.
Okay. How about this? Can you go chug, chug, chug for me while I set up the level for the room mic?
I'm good at chugging. How do you do it on the pickup? Enough chug.
So, at 0 dB, it is so loud and
I like that pick.
it's a chicken pick. Chicken picks from Eppo Franken and Yolanda Franken. Chicken picks. Holland. $7.
For how many?
What?
That's a premium pick.
It's a good pick though. Still too loud for the mics. Can't
Really?
handle it.
Ah,
At 0 dB. I put the mic preamp down as far as I can. That's a massive sound. Why did we do this whole review and not talk about this?
well, we're finishing with it. It's like reaching a climax.
But that's
or a
what it's all
crescendo.
about. Tiny little baby amp going. Still distorted. It's at 0. There's nothing you can do. Just ridiculous. So what if I'm over there pretending I'm in a band? Wait a second. Here now in a band. I'm in a band playing. Okay. That's loud enough.
Are you in a band?
No.
Ah.
But over there was in a band.
Yeah.
So
it was good.
I'm going to say what I'm thinking right now. Why in the world would anyone actually take their 412 anywhere?
Difficult question.
I mean, they're fun. I get that. And we're going to do a test, which is probably on some other channel, where we check this against the 412.
Yep.
And it's going to be a difference. You're going to go like, oh my God, it's the 412. But who wants to carry that? That's impressive. How much more is that than just the head?
I believe 200 to 300 of your local currency units more. I'm not entirely sure at this point in time.
Oh, I was talking like,
think so.
actually, it just sounded like I was talking to a prostitute. How much more is it than just the head?
And I noticed that you'd done this before. We're in Germany, by the way. It's all legal.
It's legal. It's okay.
They have healthcare.
So, what? You don't know yet. What? How much? I didn't pay attention because I was working on the joke.
I believe 200 to 300 more of your local currency, dollars, euros, whatever you're using.
That's definitely how much the cab would be.
Which would
actually
be probably cheaper than getting the head and the cab, depending on what cab you went for.
It's very impressive. It's not super light, but it's also not extremely heavy.
Most of us at Hughes and Kettner go to the gym, so we can pick up 2 at once.
Most of us, as in not you.
I work out. I'm just relaxed right now.
Ah.
Dave has a 6-pack, I have an economy pack. That's how we...
So if you were flexing, you'd be all like the Hulk. Everything would just...
Yeah, you'd need your widescreen lens, so we can't do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, very impressive. Hughes and Kettner Black Spirit C.
Combo.
Black Spirit 200 C, because the number is very important that it has a number. Cool. At your local somewhere dealer or my link to Thomann I really hope that when this video goes online, Thomann has it in stock because you're going to be buying the shit out of this. This is fun. This is a metal monster which can also do jazz. And 3 other things. Also, it has modulation.
We didn't even delve into the modulation.
Nobody needs that.
We didn't even delve into the modulation.
Which nobody needs. Yeah, okay, a little bit of chorus, fine. Okay, good. It has modulation.
I like tremolo.
Okay, fine. We'll do this. Richard, you wanted it. Tremolo, volume, we go to...
Tremolo is also great with gent, so...
Tremolo, intensity all the way. Here we go. That is actually pretty damn awesome. Okay, maybe someone needs modulation. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Useful tool as well.
It's cool, come on, that was awesome. You know you want to play this, right?
I absolutely do. Give me the pick.
And I'm out. We're gonna end with him playing and then Animals at the end. What more? What?
No.
It's my cheat sheet.
Yeah, this is alright. Is that alright for you? You can bring it.
It's great for me.
Yeah, alright.
It's Henning's video anyway, so I might just look down and read it if I need to.
Um,
That was all the information about the amp, because I don't know it yet.
It's the same amp.
Do you need a tuner now?
No, I'm good.
No.
What about the coffee then?
Let me do my thing.
Can I turn it
yeah.
around so at least the branding is
Yes.
showing?
Oh yeah, I forgot that. I'm waiting for that to go all inside the app.
So am I. If it does.
So all these weird people here at Hooker talking into my video. Shut up, John Brown.
Suck a dick.